Big up, guys. Big up, guys. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I know. A bit later than it. Yeah, I'm apologising again, and I'm disappearing here again. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I don't know what's happening with this, but anyway. Um, Hope you can all see me. Yeah. Apologies once again for the delay. Getting on. I was supposed to be on about, I think it was around 9:30, and then, not 9:30, 10, I think. And then it was going to be 11, and now I've ended up getting on here at 12. So just other things sort of going on yet again. And I keep ending up apologising every time I come on the stream. But anyway, yeah. Another bit of news we've had, transfer news, and this is regarding Pape Sarr at Spurs, of course. Been there a little while. He was at Palace as well, of course, at one stage. Pretty good midfielder, rangy, obviously leggy, rangy midfielder. It's up and down the pitch well. I think you get tackles in, of course. That's maybe what we're lacking, maybe somebody that gets in hard with a tackle. He's not a bad player. I think he's pretty good. I wouldn't say he's totally amazing as such, but I think he's a decent player. And, he may be somebody that we need, that gets up and down the pitch and can get in dangerous sort of situations. I mean, he has been known to score occasionally a few goals. I mean, he don't get loads, but I remember him scoring against us, of course. Always remember that. I think maybe a couple of seasons ago or 2 or 3 seasons ago when they came to the Bs, to the G-Tech. Him scoring, Son, of course, and him both scoring, I believe. They beat us 2-0, as per usual. I know Ange was in manager then. I think it's got to have been at least a couple of seasons or so ago. When Ange was manager there, and they came, and of course, we had a lot of possession, I think, and a lot of good shot. They sort of parked the bus a bit, really. And of course, they kind of hit us on the break, and a couple of times, and of course, Son scored, and so did he. So did this guy, Sarr, as well. But yeah, I wouldn't say he gets loads of goals, but then again, not many of our players get loads of goals, apart from, well, I suppose you think Thiago gets, well, got 25 goals, so in one season, but the others, they chipped in a bit. Jensen, what, 5, 6, 7 goals? I don't know, something like that. Maybe 7. I think he got in the end. I know Sarr got around sort of 7, 8 goals, something like that. Not a load again, but when you think he got 12, I think the season previous, a couple of seasons ago, he got 12. And I know Ratara scored quite a few in his first season with us, about 7 or 8, something like that. So, yeah, they chipped in with a few, I guess. But then I wouldn't say it's not totally about goal scoring, of course. So we need this sort of guy that's sort of, quite tough, can get in a bit. He keeps running as well. That's what he's got. He's got that fitness, that energy to keep going probably for 90 minutes. So this could be a good one. This is sort of interesting. There's no bid yet or anything. I will go into the articles. There's a few articles I'm going to read. People will think, well, is this just rumour? Is it just, not real? Is it fake? Is it what? is it concrete? Are we definitely interested? And I think from what I've seen, it looks like we definitely are. And let's get to this bit first. This one, because when I do these are, you can't say nothing's confirmed here at all. When there's no bids gone in, it's nothing been signed. There's no done deals, and this is the same. So you treat it how you want, whatever your perspective is on these articles, on what I'm saying here. This is you can't take it as it's done, or we are definitely confirmed as interested. I think this one, when it comes through Sky Sports as well, so generally they're pretty reliable, Sky Sports. They don't rarely get things sort of wrong in a way, I would say. And obviously I saw this sort of thing on this is on Transfer Feed, this one on me. This is on Transfer Feed, and he's still 23. I thought he was a bit older than that. I thought he was around sort of 25, 26 maybe, something like that. But no, he's still only 23. So still a good young age. We like the younger players, obviously, bringing them in. Central midfield. The price, it's saying there 58.5. And then it's saying something around 50. Anyway, it says here, this was like 15 hours ago. According to reports on Sky Sports, Brentford are interested in signing Tottenham midfielder Pape Sarr this summer. The Daily Briefing reports that Real Madrid, PSG and Bayern Munich also admire the player. Well, that's kind of hard then if we are going to compete with them, I suppose. That's going to be tricky. If they come in for him, I mean, the thing is, he'd be more likely to go there than stay here, wouldn't he, and play for us? But you never know, I suppose. The same source states that while Spurs publicly say Sarr is not for sale, they privately acknowledge a summer transfer as a possibility for a bid of approximately 50 million. So there we go, 50 million pounds, of course. So I mean, I suppose sometimes you can always say most players are not for sale. But if a price comes in, a good price, it can't be ignored. If a big bid comes in, you can never say no player is for sale. So, it looks like here, as they're saying, you don't really want to sell him. I mean, why would you want to sell probably your best players? At the end of the day, we do because that's the way we are. That's the way we work, I'm afraid. We're a selling club. We sell our bigger players, and I hate it, to be honest. I've never. At one stage, it was good because I feel that's, when I think we was in the La Liga, say Championship, whatever. It works out quite well. And we sold our best players on for a lot more money. Yes, that's the thing, sort of model we are. We buy players for cheaper, less, and sell them for more, a massive profit. But now we're in the Premier. I'm not happy that we're still doing it. We got rid of Bramo, one of our best players, and I wouldn't say so much Fisher, but Norgard as well, of course. Yes, I suppose in a way they wanted. Bramo definitely wanted to go. We know that he wanted to go to Man United, his boyhood club. If a player really wants to go, you can't stop him, I suppose. Visser turned out to be the same. He just wanted to piss off. He didn't want to stay. Once, the dominoes were falling, like with Thomas Frank going, that sort of maybe pushed them into it. I mean, if players do want to go, you got to hear them. If they're not happy playing for the team anymore, playing for the Bees, well, I guess you have to let them go. Maybe so. But the thing is, we know we've got these big players that, like now Thiago, that are going to. Although I still think there's more to come from him. I'm not totally sold on him at all yet. I see him in the World Cup with Brazil as well. I wasn't totally impressed. He had some good chances, that header, and didn't head it properly. He only got a slight touch. He was in front of the goal. He should have scored with a header, and it went miles. Well, was still on the pitch. I think. I don't think it even went out. But I don't know. It wasn't great. And then he had one shot that ended up going at the goalie. So I don't know. I know he got 25 goals. He was on fire at one stage for us. Then towards the end of the season, done nothing. He sort of fell away. There was no more goals he scored. His passing was poor. But then again, he could still go for 70 odd, 80 odd. I want him to go for at least 100 million myself. But, you've got a player who scored 25 goals. You can wonder how he done it. But he was, that was great for us. But I still think he may just have one more season. Let's see one more season here and see what he can do. Because, one off season, can he carry it on? Can he? Is he just? Is he a flash in the pan? One season wonder. I want us to see. I want us to see if that is the case, because, we're going to know for sure then if he is the real deal, and he certainly isn't for me at the moment. Totally, there's a lot of things he needs to work on before I think he's totally the main player, our main striker, our mainstay. But I don't know. We'll see anyway. But yeah, getting back to this, Pape Sarr, I think this could be a decent move if it is for real, if it's going to happen. I mean, this is one of the articles, and if it is from Sky Sports, then I think you would say it could be true. Seems to be true, and it's on other websites as well. There's this one, obviously, Brentford eye shock move for Spurs midfielder Pape Sarr. I mean, I only really know him as Pape Sarr. I don't really know thought it was Pape Sarr. But anyway, it says that, this is breaking news. Obviously, well, this was 16 hours ago. Brentford are showing interest in signing Tottenham midfielder Pape Sarr ahead of the upcoming summer transfer window, according to reports on Sky Sports, which, of course, the window's already open now. It opened yesterday. Of course, officially opened yesterday. The Bees are keen to bolster their central midfield options and rebuild their squad after registering a solid top half finish in the Premier League. Keith Andrews' side have identified the 23-year-old Senegalese international as a target to add top flight experience into the heart of their midfield. Tottenham midfielder Pape Sarr wanted by Brentford. Sarr enjoyed a prominent rise in North London following his move from Metz, quickly establishing himself as an athletic box-to-box presence under the tactical setups at Tottenham. I thought he was at Palace. Well, it might be a different one. I think there's some others. There are other Sarrs around. It could be a different one. I thought I'm sure he was at Palace as well. But anyway. Brentford view the midfielder as an ideal long-term asset, I should say, not assist. Long-term asset to reshape their engine room, particularly with mounting uncertainty surrounding the contract situations of current mainstays like Matthias Jensen. As per Sky Sports, Sarr has been identified as a key transfer target to bolster the central midfield position. Other candidates they like include PSV's Joe Veerman, been after him for a while, and Middlesbrough's Hayden Hackney. Yes, we're linked with him, of course, as well. With both of those, Sarr eyed by elite clubs including Real Madrid, PSG and Bayern Munich. However, securing the dynamic midfielder will be a massive challenge for Brentford as the player continues to attract heavyweight interest from across Europe. Which would be tough if we got those involved, Real Madrid, PSG and Bayern. What chance have we got, really? According to the Daily Briefing, Sarr is monitored heavily by continental giants who are prepared to test Tottenham's resolve. Spurs insist Sarr is not for sale, but privately they know that big clubs are going to come calling. And some may already have done so, reported the Daily Briefing regarding the ongoing situation. Sarr's value is growing and there's a real possibility of him moving on this summer. Real Madrid, PSG and Bayern Munich are all big fans of the player and offers of around £50 million would probably be enough. With Europe's absolute elite circling and a hefty price tag established, Brentford face an uphill battle to lure Sarr to the G-Tech Community Stadium. Spurs will also face a massive task trying to convince Sarr to stay if the big names come calling. Yeah, well, when you see that, the big names like, as we say, PSG, Bayern, Real Madrid, well, what chance have little old Brentford got, eh? What chance have we got? Yes, it's a Premier team, and we would definitely get game time. He'd certainly play a lot for us. I suppose when you think if he goes to these big clubs, what certainty has he got of playing? Will he always get games there? Because if you think of the big squads they've got, big players, is he assured a game all the time with him? With us, he would get it. Thing is, are we prepared to pay 50 mil? I don't think have we ever really paid 50 mil for a player. I don't think we have. If that's what it's got to be, it's like 50 million. If that's what we've got to pay, I mean, look, we were nearly going to do that for Almala, to be honest. We were getting towards 50 odd million for him. So maybe we are sort of willing to pay, wallop down 50 mil on the table for this guy. I mean, but the thing is, that is what it is. Will he go to clubs that have won multitudes of trophies and league titles and so forth, or come to Brentford who won sweet FA really, apart from a championship playoff trophy, and that hasn't got anything else. Nearly got into Europe, possible. We were close, almost done it. Still could maybe win a trophy, a Carling Cup or a FA Cup or something. Maybe, it's all maybes with us. It's, we're not totally there yet. And, is that enough for him? I would hope it is, but let's go to this other article. And this is obviously the Griffin Park Grapevine. And they obviously, Bees fans on here that talk about, discuss these deals and so forth. And, if they feel that he's good or whoever they feel that they want to discuss a player that's linked with us, and would it be a good move? Do they rate them or what? If it's real or fake. I mean, the moment, I think it's real. It seems real enough to me. There's nothing fake about this at the moment. I can see because it's coming from Sky Sports as well as a few other sites, but quite a few other sites are saying that, obviously X as well, Insta, which I'll do in a minute. I'll show that one. But there is this, obviously, the Griffin Park grapevine, so let's get into what they're saying about it all. So Brentford Tottenham star Pape Matar Sarr. As Real Madrid and PSG also monitor midfielder. So, yeah, as I say, how do we compete with those? Comes from this, it seems. I wonder if he has a preference between Paris, Madrid, and Brentford. Yes, well, there you go. When you put it in those terms, isn't it? It's you don't think Brentford would be considered, do you? Let's be honest. If you got offered the chance to go to PSG or Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, are you choosing Brentford over them? Not really, but then, yeah, somebody say GB saying he's already in London where Brentford is too. Well, yeah, but then that's if he wants to stay here or go, well, who wouldn't want to go to France or Spain or Germany, really, to be honest? I mean, it's... I'm already thinking if it, I love our club. I love the Bees. I'm obviously a massive fan of since around 1980 at least. Yeah, it was 1980 when I first really started, noticing the Bees, being interested in the Bees, going with my dad to watch the games. Really got into it. So, so from all those years ago, I'm still a fan. But yeah, as much as I love us, I love our team. Batted above our weight, we're still the Jason. In the Premier, still trying to battle the Goliaths. And, for me, I'd love him to come to us. But when you've got those other big teams, I feel we got no chance. I just feel how do we... What are credentials compared to them? It's but we're in the Premier League, and be our sixth season now. Established team in the Premier, but we haven't won much. We still haven't won anything. And will that be enough for this guy to come that we haven't won anything yet? And we've promised to do things. We've nearly got Europe once again, almost, but lost out once again. We're so close to winning maybe a trophy at some stage, a Carling Cup or an FA Cup. Is the project there? Does that appeal to him? I don't know. Probably not. Anyway, locals have long referred to Brentford as the Paris of Hounslow. Well, I don't know. Not sure about that one. But anyway. Anyway, yes. There was only a few, not many comments, their opinions, but I thought I'd go through them. I mean, they've got it as weak rumour here. I don't know. I think this is true. This is concrete, I would say. But are we going to put a bid in? I mean, it's 50 mil. Will we definitely want to do that? I just don't know with us. I'm not so sure on that. But the thing is, we are if Madrid, Bayern, PSG come in, what chance have we really got? So for me, this could be a no deal already. It's gone. It's not going to happen. But you never know. I mean, anyway, I'm going to go on to this next article. This is obviously Insta as well. It's from Insta. Yes, it's saying Brentford's summer transfer plan. The Bees target Pape, Sarr and others. From Sky Sports. Sky Sports have updated our transfer plans for the summer. Also dropping some new names. Brentford target left winger and central midfielder. For midfielder, the options are Middlesbrough's Hayden Hackney, PSV's Jay Veerman, and Pape Sarr at Spurs, which I already mentioned those, Hackney and Veerman before. For winger, the options we've been looking for our finals, Leo Saur. I was going to say Leo Sayer there. I thought he was, wasn't he? Yeah, he was a singer. And from like 70s, 80s, whatever, 90s. Good singer. But yeah, no, it's Leo Sawyer, whatever. Others they have tried for in the last 12 months are Max Bayer, at Dortmund, and Amari Hutchinson, now at Nottingham Forest. In terms of outgoings, there remains uncertainty around Matthias Jensen and Rico Henry. Fabio Carvalho as well, nearing full fitness after a long-term injury. Also has interest from elsewhere, but Brentford expects him to have a big season. Centre-back Ethan Pinnock is more likely to go. Yes, Brentford value Igor Thiago way over 100 million. All latest news here. Window open today, but this is obviously yesterday. Schuster already in, as we know. And we're looking for wingers and midfielders now. Thoughts? So here's some comments, here's some opinions. Oh, mate, just stop now. That's 2 hours ago. 100 mil for Igor Thiago with laughing emojis, yeah. 100 million, these prices are ridiculous. I believe Fabio will play when I see it. As a Spurs fan, Pape Sarr is a great player, but I don't think we'd sell him to a small club like Brentford. He's too good for you lot. Oh, yeah, okay. I think it would be better to sign Veerman. Probably. He's a good player. Positive news all around. Yeah, some good comments there. Fairly positive comments. Yeah, I think we just got to see in this. We just got to wait and see, I suppose. If a bid goes in, we've already spoke about Jeremy Monga as well, was another one. If we can nick him away from Arsenal under their noses, but there's been no more about that lately. It's sort of gone quiet. Obviously, Matteo Pellegrino, is it Pellegrino. Also him as well, that's gone a little bit quiet. He's a striker, of course. Last I heard, we were leading the race over Everton and Newcastle. As I say, the Jeremy Monga one, they were saying we had the advantage, but I'm not so totally sure with that one. We're going to wait and see on this. Pape Sarr. As I say, Veerman's a good option. I really would pursue him more than maybe this guy, but I don't know. I think we'd be more likely to get Veerman than Sarr in some way. We have been linked with Veerman a lot. So Hayden Hackney would be a fantastic one as well, but there's so many other clubs after him as well. But yeah, so it'd be interesting to know what other people think. I've had nobody in the live chat, but it doesn't matter really. As long as people are watching live or on playback, of course, and obviously we're expecting me a lot earlier than this, of course, but as we all know, I never get on early. I never get on here on time. So, and I hate I'm not doing that, guys. I'm very sorry. I always apologise, but there are other things I have to do. But when I get on here, I always do a lot of content. I always, get into everything in depth. I like to keep, my opinions going of these, and I get it all out. I get the whole thing out when I get into these streams, even if it is late, which it pretty much is most of the time. But I always tell you everything. I always go into everything in depth on here as soon as I'm on here, and my opinions are there. But also, my subs have gone up. I've gone up to 239, so that's great. I'm very happy with that. I hope that keeps going up. Plenty of other contents come, other streams. I may be doing a watch along later. I know I've said all this before, but there may be a World Cup watch along today. Hopefully, definitely tomorrow with England, of course. I probably will do a watch along for that. England, Croatia. Yeah. So watch out to see if there is a watch along later, though. I'm hoping to do one. I was going to do one yesterday. I never got around to it. I was out as well. Other things going on. Couldn't quite get back in time to do all that. But it's not easy. It's all on. Obviously, the World Cup's on at late, as we know that. Some of it, a lot of it in the morning, night time, whatever you like to say it. 2 a.m., 3, 8, 4, 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. But some of it, as we know, is on a bit earlier. We've had ones around 5, I think one was around 5 p.m. or so yesterday. It was an earlier one, or 4 or something. And was it 7 or 8 or something was another one. So, yeah, some are earlier. But, yeah, watch out for that, guys. As I say, I'll be bringing out loads more of these streams as well, the transfer ones. So keep watching out for them. All the latest news regarding them, all the other news I've said about all those other players, I'll keep monitoring it all, and hopefully, you never know, a deal might happen again soon. We'll see another player coming into the GTEC, into the Bees club, and we'll see. And it's getting quite exciting. I think it's good times for Brentford. It's looking good. We're sort of really like challenging now. We sort of seem to be like, we're actually saying we're a big club in the Premier now. Yes, we're still small, but we're actually there. We're saying we're a Premier club challenging now and trying to get top players in, which I hadn't seen this before. We're after players like this Sarr, that's 50 odd million, or Almada, of course. We all know what happened there, unfortunately, but we're after these bigger players and willing to spend big. And you never see that from us before. That just the thought of us actually paying 50 million for a player. I haven't seen that. I've never seen that before from us. So I think the most we have spent is about, was it 42 mil for Ouattara? I think that was 42 million. That's our biggest record transfer, I think, at the moment. Of course, we spent 35 for Thiago, 35 from Club Bruges. So, yeah, we're going big now. We're going big. And it still makes me sing if we did spend 50 mil, but I'm not ruling it out. We can't rule that out the way this is going. And I'm glad to see it. And maybe we won't. Maybe we won't sell too many other players. Maybe we might actually try and keep hold of them this time. I mean, Coyote and, you know, big players, Thiago, Damsgaard, and players like that are going to stay. I mean, you know, there's still doubts over Jensen, even though the deal was extended. We triggered that, the option for another year, but he don't seem to be totally interested in staying. We don't know if he can move on. There's talk about Panathinaikos, of course. Rico Henry, although, yes, that another year's extension with his as well. But some of that's still up in the air at the moment. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. Plenty to talk about anyway. And thanks for watching, guys. Anyway, it's been great. Sort of a quicker stream today in a way. Follow me on Insta anyway at Mr. B for Life 182, and I'm on Discord, Steve the B. Also subscribe to this channel, of course, Mr. B, Hive Football Chat. Please keep smashing those likes, keep subbing, guys, if you're new, especially. It's much appreciated, always is. Thanks for your support. It's been amazing, as always, and as I said, I'm up to 239. Please keep that going up, the subs. That'd be great, guys. I want to get to that 250 soon, if possible, and keep going up. Get me to 300 would be amazing. You know, to keep this going. And it's still a fairly small channel, mine. But I've been going a while now, of course. So, you know, it'd be great if this could keep going, get up and up. And get a bigger bigger following. But I mean, I'm happy with what's going on with this, even when I don't get anyone in here, like in the live chat or whatever, which I haven't had, well, not today anyway. I do get these sometimes occasions where I get nobody in the live chat. So, but that's okay. I'm still happy to be here and talk about my team. No matter what. So anyway, guys, let's hope you can get you know, watch out for my next lot of content and come and, you know, hopefully I'll get people in the live chat for the next one. Well, if it's a watch along, I'm sure I'll get people in for that, of course. And more of these transfer ones. So anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. Thanks, as I say, once again for watching, live or on playback. I'm going to get myself out of here. You know, get on with the rest of the day, and of course, hopefully be back later, guys. So watch out for all that. But for now, until the next one, guys, I'm out of here. Cheers, everyone. Thanks. Bye.